I got the topic off the top of my head. What do you bring to the table? So I was gonna kind of do like, what do people love about you, or why do your friends like you, or why do people appreciate you, that kind of stuff. But this kind of encompasses all of that. Anyway, if you want to work with me, if you need a personal reading, check out my links. But we're just gonna jump into a reading about what do you bring to the table. And you guys, I'm just doing this live, so it will load because I got stuff to do. But if you want to jump on and interact, that's cool. But I'm not really expecting that. I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing this quickly. Okay. Show me, Spirit. What do you want to say to the collective? What do they bring to the table? And since I got 2 haters on my last video, if you're going to jump up in here and disrespect me and be rude, you're going to get cussed out. So I just, you know, I match energy. If you're nice, I'm nice. If you're a bitch, I'll be a bitch back. I don't got time for petty shit. Too old for that crap. 5 of Swords. What do you bring to the table? You cut through the noise. You cut through the BS. I feel like you can spot a hater a mile away. You can spot some fake energy, some weird energy. I feel like you shut down gossip and slander and BS because you just address it directly. You're pretty assertive. You stand up for yourself. You're not a pushover. So what you bring to the table is assertiveness, boundaries, respect. You don't put up with stuff. 7 of Swords. Okay. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's, oh my gosh, there's so many birds just squawking over here. It's like you can't outplay the player. You can outsmart your enemies because you've been there, done that. You know manipulation. Maybe you've been through narcissistic abuse. Maybe you grew up in like a toxic household. You have some kind of experience with abusers or narcissists or users, maybe just haters, hecklers. This isn't your first rodeo, so it's hard for people to get under your skin. It's hard for people to get it over on you because you see them a mile away. You see it coming. Yeah, what's up? Hi, Sarabi. You can ask a question. Just be respectful. Not saying you weren't. People on my last live were getting out of hand. I had to put them in their place. So I'm just setting that standard. But yeah, I'm nice if people are nice. I just don't handle disrespect. 8 of Cups. What also you bring to the table is you know when to exit. You know when to end something. You're not codependent. You don't drag situations out. If you know like a job isn't good for you, a friend circle isn't good for you, a situation, a city, an area, an organization, anything that you can be a part of, if it's not mutually beneficial, if you're not getting anything out of it, sorry if I'm fidgeting, you're not afraid to walk away. Like you don't cling to things until they're like you don't beat a dead horse. You don't cling to something too long. You're quick to move on. You're quick to know your worth and take a different direction is what I'm seeing. This is a good thing to bring to a table because you come off as like a loyal, honest person. You don't put up with stuff. You don't let other people, like you don't put up with disrespect yourself, and you also don't let other people disrespect people you care about. Like you're not afraid to stand up for people, set boundaries, and end situations when necessary. This is an asset because it makes people trust you. Because then they know, like, okay, if you're in my life, if we're talking, if we're communicating, if we're friends, if we're colleagues, if you're my family, if we're in a relationship, like, you're not fake. You don't show fake love. So it's like if you go with someone, you fuck with them, people know you're not going to show them fake support. So it makes people confident in your energy because they know you're real. They know you're not going to, like, pretend for some weird motive. You know what I mean? You don't have time for manipulative energy like that. The Empress. What you also, I didn't mean to scare you off, Sarabi. I was just talking about the other haters. You can ask your question. Go for it. The Empress, you're majestic. She's the queen of all queens. She embodies all four elements: fire, wind, air, and water. She's often depicted as a mother or like a nurturing, feminine. Even before I was a mom, like back in high school, people used to tease me and call me the soccer mom. Like I've always had that nurturing vibe. I think it's my Virgo placement, but you have, and this isn't about me, I'm just explaining, but you have like a divine presence to you. I don't know if you're a spiritualist or you just have a really bright aura, but it's like people can notice you by your energy. People can notice you by the literally like the energy you put off into the world. Like your presence holds weight. When you walk in a room, people notice. When you speak, people listen. And not even like in a demanding or annoying kind of way. I feel like your presence just commands respect because you're a respectful person. You show other people respect. It's like a essence you embody, if that makes sense. Okay. 8 of Wands. You are not afraid to take action. You're not afraid to take risks. You could have fire energy. You don't have to. I'm also seeing water energy here. But this is, you're a risk taker. You're courageous. What you bring to the table is you don't walk in fear. You're not a coward. You don't back down from a challenge. You're not threatened easily. Like you have a lot of natural courage, and that benefits you in work, in love, in your friendships. You stand up for the things that you believe in. You stand up for other people. Yeah, and you're not afraid to take action when necessary. Like they say, the only thing necessary for evil to prosper is for good to do nothing, you know? So you don't believe in sitting on the sidelines. You definitely jump in the mix, and you're not afraid to like make a name for yourself and put your neck on the line for the things that you believe in, the things you care about. The Emperor. You have natural leadership abilities. People look to you for advice. Seeing this as like you play chess, not checkers, which is funny because I added the little pawn, chess pawn, to my title. Anyway, synchronicities. You could have Mars energy here. This could be Aries, Scorpio. I'm also seeing, it's giving me daddy vibes, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But it doesn't have to be. It's just the energy you embody. What you bring to the table is your leadership abilities. And this isn't giving like, I'm wearing a title that I don't deserve and I can't handle it. This is giving, people are promoting me because they don't have another choice. It's like, I'm just already naturally leading the pack. I'm already naturally excelling in my field. People already look to me naturally for advice in my friend group. Whatever it is, I don't feel like you throw your weight around in an aggressive way or in an annoying way. This is like more people are attracted to your energy. They're attracted to who you actually are at your core, not who you're trying to be, not even like your title or your status. That's not what I'm talking about. It's you at your core, who you are. It's like, for example, someone that's famous, I mean, they might have started like working at McDonald's or just like a regular, you know, job or minimum wage, or they could have started at the bottom. But it's like they always had that spark inside of them. Like if you're not to your potential yet, or you're not famous yet, or you're not a leader yet, or if you're not where you want to be or where you see yourself in your life, it doesn't change the way people are drawn to you, because you already embody that energy that's going to get you there. Ace of Wands. What else you bring to the table is action, new forethought, your creative genius. Some of you, your third eye is wide open. you get downloads. You might get downloads in your art, in your writing, in your work. This just flows through you sometimes. I don't even feel like you try to channel sometimes or even do this on purpose. And if you're not a spiritualist, this is like these ideas just come to you. Your creative spark, your zest, your pizzazz. Like if you're a content creator, like ideas just come to you. You don't really have to like work hard at it. You might have like a list of ideas you have to get to that you haven't even put into action yet. Your mind is very complex, innovative, and creative. Borderline genius is what I'm seeing for some of you. What's it called? Like a savant? Is that the word? Put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But it's like you're like a creative genius. Two of Swords. So, what else you bring to the table is relatability. You might have some kind of ailment. You might struggle mentally. You might have like overcome a mental illness or have a disability of some kind. Or this is, if it's not that, if it's not a personal issue, it's like you came from an environment that was constantly beating you down, like a parent that talked down to you, something abusive, a community that didn't support you, or you were different, you didn't fit into. This is like, I'm getting like kind of persecution or bullying. It's like a targeted thing. People really like came for you or wanted you to feel like you were less than, didn't want you to reach your potential, didn't want you to see who you really were at your core. They were intimidated by your essence with the Emperor. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. You have the Emperor and the Empress on the board. You're a powerhouse. Collective, if you're watching this video, you are a powerhouse. Like you're meant to do something. You're a mover and a shaker and you've been through it. I'm seeing with the Two of Swords, some of these ailments or situations you've been through, whether it's a personal thing you've dealt with or like an environmental thing or a social thing, it's refined your character. It's built you into who you are. It's only made you stronger, wiser, smarter, more adaptable, more kick-ass in the end. I don't think I'm supposed to cuss on here, but anyways, I'm not too worried about that anyway. With my channel, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's get a couple more cards, you guys. Essentially, you've been through the ringer. You came out on top. You're still shining. You're still taking all these chances in life and like moving forward. And that's intimidating to some people, but they're also naturally drawn to you because they can't help it. What is that? King of Swords? Yeah. You have an air of authority. You could have air sign placements, but you don't have to. You're an intellectual. You think before you act. You think before you speak. You're not an idiot. You don't just like do things. You like to run off logic. You think things out. What you bring to the table is your what's the word? Just your mind, your intelligence, your strength. Okay. King of Swords is the strength. Seven of Wands, you can make something out of nothing. Like Seven of Wands is also defending your title. Like look how she's defending her title with meditation. Like you don't attack people. I feel like even if people attack you, you just alchemize it and move on. Like it's not even worth it for some petty stuff. You don't fight back. You don't even waste your time with that kind of stuff. Your energy vibrates higher than the people attacking you. So it's like some of these attacks don't even hit you, but you still observe it. You've raised your vibration so high that it doesn't get to you. You can defend your energy by just staying in your own. Your own energy is high vibing enough to protect you, your ancestors and that too. God, deities, whoever you talk to, pray to. Yeah, it's like all you have to do is focus on yourself and your own energy, and this stuff literally can't hit you. It's like an energetic shield. That's how strong your aura is. With the King of Swords and the Strength here, people can't outsmart you, they can't outwork you, they can't outwit you, because you're not competing. You're not trying to do this. So that's it. People that compete with you end up competing with themselves. It's like you're not even paying attention. You're on other things. You're on bigger missions. You're like worried about the state of the world and the collective. And you got these petty people like trying to pick fights with you and bite at your ankles, and you're just like, you're not even worried about that kind of stuff. So it's kind of stupid to you. It's kind of arbitrary. You're experienced enough by now to know how to handle any kind of physical, verbal, career, social, spiritual attacks, all of the above. Some of this is coming from your solar plexus is what I'm seeing. You're confident in who you are because you know who you are. Someone can only mess with you if you don't know yourself, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't defend yourself, if you don't stand in your own truth. Like, nobody can tell you about yourself if you know who you are and you're real. People can talk all the smack that they want all day long. It's not going to affect who you know you are and what you're here to do. So you're not getting caught up in the pettiness, collective. That's really good. So you're mature. What you bring to the table is also maturity and experience. You know what the hell you're doing with the King of Swords. Ooh, the Magician came out. What did I say? Three of Pentacles. You're also a team player. And the Ace of Swords. You speak the truth. People don't know how to handle your energy sometimes because they don't often encounter people that are so raw and real as you. So they think there's like a catch to it, but there's not. You just are a real person. You alchemize anything that comes at you. You don't even like, I feel like sometimes you don't even fight back because you don't have to. It doesn't really affect you and you're not interested in it. With the Three of Pentacles here, you only want to surround yourself with supporters, encouraging people, peace and love and light. You don't dip in the mud with people that are in like low vibing energy or that are trying to bait you into a fight or some kind of imaginary beef or competition or gossip or cult group think, like anything. Like, I feel like you're smarter than that kind of stuff, and you stay above it. You stay out of the mix. Your mind is a direct connection to the divine. You see how it's like stairway up in her head? Like, your mind is very high vibing. If you are like a clairvoyant or clairsentient or psychic at all, like, you are highly tapped in, very tapped in. What else do you bring to the table? It's 18 minutes. Okay, we won't go too long on this one, you guys. I wanted it to be a short and sweet little reading. What else do they need to hear? The High Priestess, what did I say? You could not be more tapped in. I've got the Empress here. I've got the Emperor, the Ace of Swords. You do not BS, the Strength card, and the Magician, and the King of Swords. It's, yeah, you don't, it's kind of like Buddhist energy. Like, you don't mix with everybody. You don't, not like in a exclusive or elitist kind of way, but it's just like an energetic thing. Like, you don't mix with certain things. Like, shots that come at you literally don't hit you. You're too above it. You're too zen. You're too in your zone. You're too protected in your energy. And you stand in your truth. I feel like if people do come for you, you confront them, or you send them away in love, or you tell them to F off when necessary. But you're not a hater. You don't attack people. You don't come for people. You don't need to. You're not in that like desperate low kind of energy. You are strong and confident in who you are. Your solar plexus is really strong, like it said. it's unnecessary for you. You don't need to stoop to that level, because you already know your energy and your destiny holds more weight than any of this crap. Like, you know, you're meant for better things, for higher things. You might have life path 7, or I'm also seeing life path 3. That doesn't matter. Those just pop in my head. But I'm getting that as like a life path 3 is kind of like a collective one where they like look out for like their common man, and life path 7 is very spiritual. Like, you're very devoted to the divine purposes and what the divine wants to do. So you're just not, I feel like you don't even spend that much time in the 3D. Like, you get caught in the clouds a lot. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Okay, so sometimes things get to you. You're not invincible. You are human. You do have a soft side, but it doesn't get tapped very easily. Give me a card. Page of Wands. Yeah, it doesn't get triggered very easily or tapped very easily. I feel like you know how to avoid these weak spots. So what you bring to the table with the Page of Wands is alchemy. You can alchemize this energy. Maybe you teach people how to overcome anxiety or mental illness. Maybe you've gone through this before. Maybe you have a history of it. This could be insomnia, night terrors, depression. I mean, fill in the blank. Social anxiety, trauma from the lockdowns. I know that made people less social for a while. But with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, I think I'm going to end here, you guys. Your energy always renews itself. You always are open to new ideas, new opportunities, new possibilities. Like, it's very Scorpio. You regenerate. Nothing can hold you back. Nothing can hold you down. Oh yeah, ignore my busted nails. Nothing can get to you. You don't care. Nobody can tell you about yourself because you know yourself. You love yourself. You're grounded in your own energy. You're confident in what you bring to the table, what you bring to the world. I feel like your connection with the divine really reiterates that. Like, you get a lot of comfort from your ancestors, from talking to God, talking to deities, whoever you commune with. I'm just giving examples. Yeah, I feel like you may or may not be a witch, but I feel like your energy is so strong people think that you are, or people think you're doing magic on them when you're not, because like, if people come for you, they get a backlash, or things just like fall into your lap and people think you're like doing all this magic to make your life better, and it's just blessings. It's just natural. It's just your vibration is attracting what you deserve. These changes in your life because you're willing to put yourself out there and keep trying. You never give up. So it's like the universe honors your tenacity because you refuse to give up on yourself. Maybe you went back to school. Maybe you just graduated. You might be learning something new, studying something new. Some of you have just found alchemy or the occult, and you're a newbie and you're learning, and it's like you don't understand how much potential you have. You're sitting on a gold mine. So Spirit is really encouraging you to not give up on your goals, your beliefs, your interests, because there's a lot meant to be done there. There's a lot to uncover. There's so much potential. I mean, yeah, I don't know how to reiterate this. Like, with the amount of major arcanas I'm looking at, the Emperor and the Empress, the High Priestess, the Magician, like, there's nothing you can't conquer. You have an amazing energy that has a lot of potential. So that's what you bring to the table. Do not doubt yourself, collective. Do not doubt yourself. You're meant to overcome any kind of doubts or self-sabotage or pettiness or attacks. Don't worry about the haters. These low-vibing people can't even touch you. Not if they wanted to. Yep, that's all I have for you, collective, okay? And a side note, because I know everyone works in spirituality, I'm not a hater, I ain't never been a hater, and I'll never come for you. So please know that. If I talk to you or mess with you at all or support you, it's real love, okay? I don't fake love nobody. Please don't let the voices in your head get to you, okay? If I don't like someone, I don't mess with them. If I mess with someone at all, I actually support you. So I hope to like inspire more positivity in the tarot community. I've never read about the competitive crap. I really don't care about that. I don't think that someone else's success takes away from mine. I don't believe in that. So just know that, you guys, it's all love from over here, okay?